Oh. Sarvadharmasthapakatvam sarvadharmaswarupakaha acharyanam mahacharyo Ramakrishnaya te namaha. O establisher of all the faiths, embodiment of all the religions, the greatest teacher among all the teachers, O Sri Ramakrishna, my salutations to you. Sri Ramakrishna told us that even the devotees who have had the vision of God, they want to retain the body because they want to see the Lord's Leela. They are not happy to just with whatever they have seen so far. They want to see more and more. Lord's Leela, Lord's play is unimaginable. It is so vast. It is unending. It has no beginning. It has no end. Like the Satchidananda. Satchidananda has no beginning, has no end. And even the Lord's Leela has no beginning, no end. Such is the vast, immeasurable Leela of the Lord. And the devotees, they desire, they are always yearn to see more and more of the Lord's Leela, having had the vision of the God. Okay, I have seen this. What is next? What lies next? What Lord is showing to me next? So that is the curiosity, that is the desire, that is the yearning with which the devotees spend the rest of their lives. And for that, Sri Ramakrishna gave that very interesting and beautiful example of Nikasha, the mother of Ravana. When she was running around, after Lanka was destroyed, Ravana was killed, his brothers were killed. And this old lady, she was running hither thither, trying to hide, looking towards Ram. And Lakshmana was bewildered that this old lady now, she has got no interest in the life for that matter. Still, she is hiding for her life. She is running away to save her life. And when Lakshmana asked Sri Ram, what is the reason behind it? Sri Ram said, come, let us ask. And when she was called, Sri Ram gave her abhaya. Her answer was, why was she running away from Rama and Lakshman? She said that all these years I have seen your Leela. I still want to see it. I don't want to die. I want to live more, to see further of your Leela till the time you are here on this earth. Let me enjoy that. That was the desire of a great devotee for that matter. I want to further see. And then Sri Ramakrishna told the other story of Pitamaha Bhishma, that how unfathomable the Leela of the Lord is beyond our grasp. It is vast. It has no start, it has no end, like the infinite Satchidananda, like the infinite Kala, Mahakala. There is no beginning, there is no end. That is the without beginning and endless Leela of the Lord. How much can we understand? And that's what Pitamaha Bhishma told Krishna when Arjuna asked this question, that even on deathbed, Pitamaha Bhishma is shedding tears from his eyes. He is so sad that he is going to die. He is a man of knowledge. He is one of those Ashtavasus. He is Ganga Putra, who knows everything, who has seen everything, who has conquered everything, and still a man of great valor, a man of great knowledge is crying on his deathbed. And when Sri Krishna asked Bhishma the reason behind the tears flowing down from his eyes, he said, what to tell you, Krishna, you already know everything. You being the friend, philosopher, guide, you being their helping hand, the Pandavas, they have no, there is no dearth of their suffering. They are suffering so much, although you are besides them. You are constantly accompanying them. And still, these Pandavas, their miseries, their griefs, their sorrows, their hardship, they are never ending. And looking at this Leela of yours, I fail to understand how you play. I fail to understand what is the way you work. What is your Leela? And that makes me shed tears, that in spite of all my accomplishments so far, I have still not understood who you are. I am still not understood the way you play. I have still not understood how your Leela works. That was the reason Pitamaha Bhishma was shedding tears. So Sri Ramakrishna, having told that, then the gathering departed. And now today we have come on to November 15th, 1882, and very interesting happening on this day. Sri Ramakrishna and his disciples and devotees, they have come to watch a circus. They have come to watch a circus. They have all set out for Maidan, the great open ground where the circus, Wilson Circus. Sri Ramakrishna wanted to see the Wilson Circus. And they have all come there. They bought their tickets. Everybody is sitting. Sri Ramakrishna is very excited. He's seeing the circus for the first time probably. And he's all excited to see what is going to happen. Now, normally when we go to see a circus or a movie, our intention is we get so much engrossed in whatever is happening before us, before our eyes. We don't think of anything else. We only focus on what is going on there. But Sri Ramakrishna's case, it was totally different. Even if he came to see the circus, he was always associating the happenings in that circus with the divine. So let us see what happens on that day when Sri Ramakrishna went to see the circus. And to M he said, they were going in a carriage, they were going through the market, and a lot of people moving around, doing shopping, nicely dressed, all the passers-by. Sri Ramakrishna peeped out from the window of that carriage, and he was very curiously looking at all the people moving around in that crowded Chitpore Road. And then he told Sri M that I find attention of the people fixed on earthly things. They're all engrossed in the material things. They have all come out nicely dressed. They are all so busy going here, going there, going this shop, going that shop. They are all engrossed in worldly things. They are all rushing about for the sake of their stomachs, for the sake of their ordinary livelihood. Nobody is thinking of God, Sri Ramakrishna says. None in this crowd. They are all so busy. They are trying to enjoy themselves. But nobody is thinking of God. How can they get that enjoyment? So Sri Ramakrishna, looking at all those passers-by and the shoppers, he had this comment. Anyway, they arrived at the circus venue. Tickets were purchased. They all sat. And Sri Ramakrishna was extremely happy, like a child. Like a child. He said, this is a really good place. I can see the show well from here. I can see everything that is going on there in the middle of the circus ground. I can see everything nicely. He is happy like a child. There were exhibitions of various feats. And then came one performer. A horse raced around a circular track over large iron rings were hung at intervals. The horse was jumping and running and taking leaps. The circus rider, an Englishwoman now, circus rider, Englishwoman, stood on one foot on horse's back. And as the horse passed through the rings, she jumped through them. 1 foot on horse, no other support, balancing so beautifully. And she was making horse jump through ring after the ring after the ring, with she standing there on top, on the back of the horse, on one leg. The horse raced around the entire circle, and the woman never missed the horse or lost her balance. All throughout, she was focused, standing on the back of the horse on one leg and making the horse run round and round and round and all, jumping through those circles. Such a wonderful performance. And Master saw it, he enjoyed it. But he had all the time, he was associating that feat of this Englishwoman, that performer, with the people of this world. When the circus was over, the master and devotees stood outside in the field near the carriage. And then Sri Ramakrishna told Sri M, Mahendranath Gupta, he said, did you see how that Englishwoman stood on 1 foot on her horse while it ran like a lightning. At lightning speed that horse was running. And this English lady, Englishwoman, the performer, she was standing on his back with one foot, balancing so well. How difficult a feat that must be. She must have practiced a long time. Now this is the cue. This is the point that Sri Ramakrishna picked up from this entire happening. She must have practiced a long time. The slightest carelessness and she would break her arms or legs. She might even get killed if she had fallen from that speedily running horse. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, one faces the same difficulty leading the life of a householder. Now Sri Ramakrishna says, life of a householder is not same. It is almost same like that, like the girl performing all those, straining tricks, all those stunts, standing on one leg and taking the horse along the entire circle of the circus, making it jump through the circles. So Sri Ramakrishna says that the life of the householders is almost the same. A few succeed in it through the grace of God and as a result of their spiritual practice. Then Sri Ramakrishna says that a few householders do succeed, like that woman, and that's why Sri Ramakrishna had commented, she must have practiced a lot. Same thing, when, although the householder's life is full of this risk of falling down, full of this risk of getting hurt, full of this risk of getting pulled down into the depths of those 3 chakras. They are still trying. And through the grace of God and through constant practice. That's why Sri Ramakrishna constantly keeps on telling us, engage in spiritual practices. So here again, Sri Ramakrishna associates that practice of a stunt woman and the spiritual practice of the householders. A few succeed in it through the grace of God and a result of their spiritual practice. But unfortunately, most people fail. For them, the entrapment in lower 3 chakras is so crucial. They don't try to come up to the level of anahata. Entering the world, they become more and more involved in it. They become more and more involved in lust and greed. They get more and more involved in enjoying the material allurements, the material attachments. A few only, like King Janaka, have succeeded through the power of their austerity, through their spiritual practices, in leading the spiritual life as householders. So very few have succeeded. And of course, we see the saints. We see the saints like Tukaram, Namdev, Guru Nanak Dev, leading the life of householder. They have succeeded in attaining to that Brahman. Living the life of householders, they have reached the pinnacle of crossing the Sahasrara. But still, they retain their bodies. They retain their bodies like Narada and Chaitanya Deva and Shankaracharya. All these great divine persona. They retain their bodies to teach others. Therefore, spiritual practice is extremely necessary. Otherwise, one cannot rightly live in the world. Now, if somebody asks us what you saw in the circus, we would say, oh, we have seen so many things. We have seen that lion, we have seen that the stunt woman performing on the running horse. What is the take for us? We will say, oh, we enjoyed the circus. But what was Sri Ramakrishna's take from seeing the circus? At the end, he remarked to the devotees that spiritual practice is extremely necessary. Otherwise, one cannot rightly live in the world. Without practice, one cannot make all those stunts of being standing on one foot on the back of the horse and making it jump, making it run at the lightning speed, cross over from the circles of the rings. It is not possible. You need constant practice, an earnest practice, a dedicated practice. Without that, there is no success. If you are a householder, practice, practice, practice a lot. And then you will succeed, Sri Ramakrishna says. Otherwise, one cannot rightly live in the world and one will keep on getting dragged down to the lower planes. Go up, practice spiritual disciplines and aim to reach the Sahasrara. If not reach the Sahasrara, at least aim to reach the Ajna Chakra. So that is Sri Ramakrishna's teaching to us after he's watching the performance in that Wilson Circus. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.